morning, y'all. If you're new here, my name is Alexis, and today is going to be a slow, cozy Saturday morning. I am going to get started with a little bit of reading, and I'm here with a friend who's also having her own solo Saturday morning. We'll probably chat it up, hang out, eat breakfast, and then I'm going to head on over to a couple of bookstores, probably a Barnes & Noble's, Half Price Books, and I don't know, I think there's one other store in this area. So I'll do that, and then we'll wrap it all up with a mini haul if I get anything. So let's hang out together. Session is done, and I started one of the books on my TBR for this month, Long Shot by Kennedy Ryan, and I'm actually enjoying the first couple of pages that I've been reading, but right now I'm gonna work a little bit and then wait on my friend so we can hang out. All right, so that was a ton of fun, just enjoying the slow morning, hanging out with my friend, and I actually enjoyed the walk. It wasn't too bad. We didn't stay outside long. So now I'm about to head on over to Half Price Bookstore, then Mardel's, or is it Mardel? I don't know. Mardel or Mardel's, and then I will round it out with Barnes & Noble. So I'm back home, and I don't think I did that much damage. I really don't. Now, I did get something from each store, but I don't think it was that bad. I will say that when I got home, there were some boxes, and I'm pretty sure they have books in them. So I'm going to open that after we tackle the books that I got from the stores first, and then we'll get to those boxes. But I think overall there's a good mix, and there'll probably be something for everyone in these. So first up, let's do Half Price Books, because that was the first store that I went to. I love shopping at Half Price Books because it's kind of like a treasure hunt. You never know what you're going to find there. Do you have a secondhand store or like a used bookstore in your city? Like, do you have Half Price Books? Be sure to comment below. I want to find other stores, but that's what I'm used to. That's where I've shopped for umpteenth year. So first up, we have The Coldest Winter by Brittany Cherry. And I have read Brittany Cherry before, but it was back when I was in college. So it's been more than a couple. It's been a while since I have read anything from her. And from what I can remember, she does more romances, but there's always like a deeper element in it, like in some way, like whether it be like addiction or like abuse or like she mixes like some deeper topics in with romance, if I'm remembering it correctly. But I saw this and I was like, you know what? I haven't read from her in a really long time. So let me go ahead and just buy this book and see if I still like her writing or if that was something that just resonated with me way back when. So really excited about this. Let me just put it there. All right. Next up, we have Party of Two by Jasmine Guillory. I have heard of this author. I have not read anything from her. I know that her books have really good reviews, at least from what I have seen. And I know that she does more contemporary romance, if I'm thinking of the right author. I just really love the cover. It gave me 4th of July vibes. And even though that has passed, I don't know, this just seemed like a party. And I was like, I think this may be a bonus add to my July TBR if I get through the books that I already have on there. But this just, I don't know, this gave 4th of July, and I didn't even read the back of the cover. So let's read that together because I do not know what this is about. It says, dating is the last thing on Olivia Munro's mind when she moves to LA to start her own law firm. But when she meets a gorgeous man at a hotel bar, they spend the entire night flirting. She discovers too late that he is none other than the hotshot junior senator Max Powell. Olivia has zero interest in dating a politician, but when a cake arrives at her office with the cutest message, she can't resist it. It is chocolate cake after all. I do love me some chocolate cake. But this definitely sounds more like a political thing, so that's probably why the cover is like this. But anyways, it just still gives that vibe. I think I'm probably going to add it to my July TBR, if I finish the other ones, or if I just want to get in the mood and maybe have a palate cleanser or something like that. So the next store that I went to is Mardel. I have not been to a Mardel in 15 or so years, so I didn't really have any expectations. But when I saw that there was one in the area, I was like, let me just go see, try it out. The last time I went to a Mardel was when I was getting a book, or not a book, a Bible. Why couldn't I think of that? A Bible for a friend who was getting baptized as a gift. So I hadn't ever really explored their books. But one thing that I really want to get intentional about is adding some Christian fiction to my TBR and, books that I read. So I was really excited when I saw this book, which is Faithful by Kim Cash Tate. So I recently got on my last book haul Though I Stumble by Kim Cash Tate, which I had heard really good things about. And when I walked past and saw her name in the store, I was like, you know what? I know I haven't read that book. However, walk with me. I said, you know what? Let me just search the title, see what the reviews are for this specific book. And if they're good, because it's on sale, I'll get it. The reviews are really good. So I said, let me just grab it and take it home. It's one of those type of books that if I just need a break or a palate cleanser, it's not that thick as Though I Stumble. So because of that, if I just need something quick, because I think it's only about, it's a little under 300 pages, then, I'll add it, but I don't know when I'll add it eventually. So it follows Sydney, and I believe she's going through a lot of transitions. I don't want to give away if you want this to be a surprise for you, but there is more details on the back of the book about some of the things that she's going through, the life transitions, and, how she finds, figure things out along the way. Hopefully that didn't, spoil anything, but basically follows how she figures out this season of struggle and figures things out along the way. So this one will get added to the shelf. Next up, I am the most excited about this next book, which I got from Barnes & Noble. And I have to say, I was so surprised and what's the word? Excited, happy about the diversity in the inventory that was at that Barnes & Noble. I really could have gotten lost, but I had to put the brakes on. I was like, Alexis, focus. You can't get all these books. You cannot get all these books. Okay. And I feel good. I only left with one, but just the diversity in the authors and the books that I have not seen at other bookstores, I was really pleasantly surprised. And the amount of Kennedy Ryan books that were in there, I don't think I've seen a bookstore in my local area that has had that many Kennedy Ryan books. And just to see the diversity, I was just love it. All right, so let's get into this book. This book that I got is by Naima Simone. I hope I said that correctly. And it is Church Girl. And it's a Harlequin novel. I don't remember Harlequin novels like looking like this. I remember them looking more old school, than having the little like banner and such. I'm like, when they start designing like more contemporary covers, like when did that happen? I don't know, but I originally saw this book on what is it, Kindle Unlimited, and I was like, oh, I really like the cover and the stained glass. So when I saw it in the bookstore, I was like, I can't resist, I gotta get this book. And I don't know when I'm gonna add this to my TBR. I don't think I can add anything else, especially because I think I'm gonna read the Party of Two. So I don't know. This will be maybe a potential, if I finish everything, this will be my gift to myself to read this month. But if not, it may get pushed to my August TBR. But I'm really excited about it. For those who don't know, because I think this is a newer one, like it's come out in the last couple of months or recently-ish. Don't quote me on that. But it says Aaliyah Montgomery isn't just ditching her wedding. She's also fleeing her suffocating small town and her family's expectations. Juicy. She got plans for college, for finding herself, but landing a job in Chicago that fits her schedule isn't easy. Good thing Von Howard is desperate to find a live-in nanny. Bad thing is that he is a gritty, grumpy, gorgeous tattoo artist carrying as much baggage as he is ink. Okay, this sounds good. Should we adjust our TBR? Okay. Restraint, Alexis, restraint. If I finish everything, I'm going to add this. If not, it'll be August. But this sounds good. This sounds good. All right. So I think that is it. Those are all of the books that I got from the bookstores. Let's get into book mail. All right, so here's our first one. I have no clue what it is because I don't think I've ordered anything outside of Amazon. And this don't have no Amazon packaging. So we're gonna find out what this is together. Okay. Oh! Okay, this is one of the books from the Ally Carter series, Gallagher Girl Academy. This is more of my nostalgic search for the old covers and just to have all of the books because it's one of the series that really got me into reading as a kid. And so I wanted to have all of the physical books of it. So this one is Only the Good Spy Young. And what number book is this? I think this is the fourth book. Don't quote me, but I believe that this is the fourth book in the 6-book series. So really excited about this and to get it added up there. I think now all I need is 3 more copies because I already am searching for the one with the back cover. Anyways, all right. So we have this package here. Let me just grab some scissors. Okay, we're gonna try to find, okay. So this book is oversimplified, and is this cover dirty? Ew. Okay, I think this has like food on it. You can't really see it in the camera. I'm gonna look up the cover to see, but this is nasty. I'm kind of grossed out because the fact that they packed this and didn't think that someone was going to complain. Okay, so I don't even want to hold it. All right. So this book, Oversimplified by Daniel Priestley, is a business book. And this is a book that was recommended to me by one of my friends who's really big into reading a lot of self-help and business books. She's an entrepreneur. And she said, this needs to be a book that you add to your list. So really excited to add this. I'm not even going to put it on the stack. I'm going to put it over here because I'm going to just get a replacement for it because that's nasty. That's nasty. All right. Last package that we have, and I believe that these are the parenting books that I got. Ugh. Yep, these are it. Okay. So the first book is Raising Good Humans, a mindful guide to breaking the cycle of reactive parenting and raising kind, confident kids by Hunter Clark Fields. And I have heard good things about this book, and I'm always interested in just learning how to be a better parent and how to raise a good human. So I wanted to grab this, and this is something that I'll probably just like read over time. I don't know if I'll like ever just stick it on a TBR, but I always find that some of these books are just helpful for references when, you know, you're looking for, or you're experiencing a growth moment or a challenging moment in parenting. Just really having these type of books is super helpful. All right. What is with all these dirty covers? Amazon, I need you to get it together. So this one is along the same lines. It's Raising Mentally Strong Kids, how to combine the power of neuroscience with love and logic to grow confident, kind, responsible, and resilient children and young adults by Daniel G. Amen and Charles Fay. So again, this was another book in parenting circles that I've heard is a good one. It is a little thicker. I'll have to look and see how the chapters are organized to see if this is one you do really need to read through, or if it's one of those books that it's more of a reference. It looks like this is one that you probably just need to read and annotate based on some of these chapter titles. So anyways, again, if I'm buying a new book, I want it to look new. So I am going to still keep the book, just not this one specifically. I'm gonna need them to send me a replacement. So this is gonna go in the yucky covers stack, and we'll get a new one later. So that's it for what was supposed to be a mini haul. I don't know if we can count this many books plus the 2 that are gonna get replaced as a mini haul, but you know, I feel like since a lot of these books were intentional, they covered a diverse area like romance, Christian fiction, business, parenting, that, you know, we're not going to call this impulse buying. We're going to call this intentional purchasing. You know, you follow. Anyways, have you read any of these books? Have you read any of these authors? Let me know in the comment section. If you've made it this far, comment a book emoji in the comment section. I'd love to know who is a part of my end of the video crew. And I think that's it. If you like this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that bell notification so that you're notified when a new video is released. Until the next time, happy reading. Bye, y'all.